Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly, and today we're going to be taking a look at this week's new releases from Diamond Art Club. I'm definitely not the first to do this. I first saw Alysa from the Diamond Stitcher do these kind of weekly roundup of the new releases, and I thought it would be fun to do my own take on them. So let's go ahead and start with this week's releases. This was the first kind of sneak peek that they did, and this is in collaboration with Star Trek, and it is titled The Enterprise. I'm not really a Star Trek or Star Wars fan, I know they're not the same thing, but here you can see the original artwork, and this is the rendered square artwork. They did change quite a few colors. If you can see, the main kind of ship, like that disc, is very gray in the original, and then in the rendered it's kind of minty or yellowy. So for the rest, I do think the colors remained pretty true to the original, except for the stars. I feel like they exaggerated a lot of the little twinkling in the sky. But that's so strange that they would do kind of such a big change in colors when it came to the ship. So for the details on this one, oh, by the way, these are releasing this Saturday, so it would be on June. Is it June 1st already? Oh my god, yes. On June 1st, if you are a Diamond or Ruby member, you get a 30-minute early access on Saturday. If not, the general release would be at 12:30 if you are in EST, or 9:30 if you are in PST. But if you have that Diamond and Ruby tier, you get that 30-minute early access, and you get to access it at 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. PST. EST, sorry. So this is going to be square with 35 colors, and it's going to include 1AB or Aurora Borealis. Oh, we went into the Star Trek page. We didn't want to do that. Let's go back. 1AB, which stands for Aurora Borealis. It's going to have 2 fairy dust colors and 1 iridescent color. So I feel like it's a good mix and a good variety of colors, being such a dark image. Not my cup of tea, but I know that there are a lot of Star Trek fans out there that are going to really enjoy this one. So let's go ahead and go back. I don't want to do a lot of editing on this video, so I want to, let's give you a little sneak peek of all of the ones that are releasing. So this is the second sneak peek that they did, and this is Biscuit by Eau Claire Studio. This is going to be squares as well. It's going to have 60 colors. I thought it would have more since it does have a lot of rainbow, but it has 60 colors, including 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust colors. Let's do, this is the original artwork, and then this is the rendered square version. And I feel like the rendering is really, really good. It looks almost the same. It's crazy. Even with all the little circles down here in the cup, it's still, let's do a little bit of a zoom. Even with all of these circles and it being squares, I think they look really, really good. This is not my personal style either. I'm very picky. Like, my style is kind of weird when it comes to art. So this is not my style, but it is an adorable illustration that I know a lot of people are going to enjoy. And like, come on, it's like it's a little puppy in a teacup. It's adorable. I love the little rainbow in the hair. It's a really cute image. Just keep in mind that it's gonna have a lot of color blocking in that background, since all of this black is going to be present in the image. right? So you're going to probably do a lot of black color blocking in that background. And then a whole lot of confetti in the hair and then in the teacup. I love the rendering on this one. I think it came out super good. So that is the second release or the second sneak peek. Then we have this one. They're so cute, honestly. They're all really nice illustrations, but I think I'm safe this week and I don't think I'm gonna actually purchase any, but I still thought that I would walk through these with you guys. So this one is called Everyday Which is Familiar, The Bear by Elizabeth Alba Illustration. It is also a square and it's going to have 41 colors, including 1 AB and 3 fairy dust. So this is the original artwork. It's a very dreamy type of image with the little bear sleeping on the rocks. And then this is the rendered square artwork. I mean, Diamond Art Club does such a fantastic job when it comes to rendering because it looks almost identical to the original image. And in this one, I feel like they did stay very true to the original colors. It's a really beautiful image, but again, it's not my style, but it's beautiful, and I know a lot of people are really gonna love it. And I think this is a new artist. We've never seen something by this artist before, I'm pretty sure. So this was Everyday, which is familiar. The bear, super adorable. This one, if I had to purchase something this week, I think this is the one that I would go for. This is City View by Eau Claire Studio. There have been so many Eau Claire Studio releases recently. So this is, again, City View. It's going to be a square as well. I don't know if we have any rounds this week. It has 61 colors, including 2 ABs, 1 iridescent, and 2 fairy dust. So let's go ahead and look at the original artwork. I really do love this scene. I just typically don't do kind of landscapes. I typically just do people, if that makes sense. That it's what I like in my art. But if I had to choose any this week, it would be this one. It's a really beautiful image. You see the bridge, and you have some little twinkling lights up here. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have some of those special drills to make them shine a little bit more. And of course, if you know me, you know I love reading. So there's a really nice bookshelf here on the left, a nice little cozy couch. It's a really cute and cozy image, which really speaks to me. But like I said, I just really don't love doing kind of landscapey still scenes like this. So that's the only reason I'm not picking it up, but I might put it on my wish list. And if there's ever a sale and I run out of artwork that I really, really love, I might consider getting it because I do really like the image. Here is the rendered square artwork. It looks amazing. Like I said, the rendering that Diamond Art Club does it's just amazing. Let's just go back to the original artwork. You can see just how amazing the rendering is, even in the buildings where it kind of gets jumbled up. They managed to make it so much clearer. I love the gradient in the sky. It's a really beautiful image, and I know this one probably will sell out really quickly, so I would definitely set up an alarm if you're really interested in this one because it's just such a stunning image. And let's move on to the next one. This is going to be Galatea by Miss Holly. Oh, this is a round. So we do have a round this week. It has 50 colors, including 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust colors. Let's go ahead and take a look at the image. Is she a mermaid? I'm not sure if we're supposed to know who Galatea is, but she kind of looks like a mermaid. Yeah, she is. It was a little bit confusing for me, this image, but yeah, this is definitely the tail. So a really beautiful mermaid. I love the pinks and purples in this. Those are my favorite colors. So I really do like this image as well. I feel like the rendering came out so washed out for some reason. You can see how her skin just changed so much from the original artwork. It had a lot more life, and then in this one it's just kind of flat. Obviously these are all my opinions. Everybody thinks differently, but I don't love the selection for her skin. And like all of this up here with the water and everything, it's all kind of washed out. If you compare it to the original artwork, it's so much more detailed up here. And again, the skin I feel looks a little bit more alive versus here it kind of looks a little bit more jumbled up and kind of flat. I do know that they're usually, not with everything, but usually the rendering kind of comes out a little bit more flat, and then the actual canvas in real life is a little bit more vivid when it comes to colors, but you never know. So this is also something that I'm not really that interested in picking up. It's a really cute image, and I feel like it would be really fun to work on, but I'm not really loving the way it was rendered, which is really strange because usually I'm super impressed with the rendering that Diamond Art Club does. But this one is just, let me know. Let me know. Is it just me? Is it just me being super nitpicky? Because I really do enjoy the original artwork. It's really nice, but the rendering for me was just like, I don't think this is for me. So, moving on, we have The World of Wakanda by Marvel and Black Panther. This is a square and it's going to have 47 colors, including 2 ABs, 1 iridescent, and 2 fairy dust. So if you are a Marvel Black Panther fan, here is one for you. Beautiful, stunning artwork, and the rendering it's pretty good, but I feel like there's something off about the highlighting. I keep clicking the wrong thing. I feel like the highlighting that they did, I don't know. I'm definitely being nitpicky with this one because the rendering is really good compared to the original artwork. It is a little dark compared to this. Like you can see how rich the skin tone is in the original one, and here, I don't know, it doesn't translate the same. And I understand that it's not going to be the same. This is an illustration, and then this is trying to do the same artwork with little diamonds. It's not going to be the same, but I feel like the colors are kind of off. And I'm not sure about that super harsh, although it is kind of harsh here too in the original artwork. I don't know. There's something about it in the rendering that I'm not loving. But I think they did a really fantastic job. Again, just the colors here in the stomach area kind of I don't love how they translated that into the rendering, but that could just be a me problem. It's a beautiful image, really gorgeous artwork. So if you are a Black Panther fan, you have a new release this week. This one is another one that I'm like, I don't know. I really love the image, but again, I don't do a lot of landscape, and this is a really dark one, so I'm thinking about it. So this is Pirate Cove by David Penfound Artworks. This is going to be square with 57 colors, including 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust. It's such a beautiful image. I love this. I love pirates in general. And like I said, my aesthetic and my preferences are kind of a little bit strange. I love this. This is a beautiful, beautiful image. I live on an island, so beaches are definitely something that, they're in my blood. I love this scene, but I don't know if I would love it as a diamond painting. It is really dark, so let's just look at the rendered artwork, which I think they did a fantastic job of not making it as dark as the original illustration is. So I do really like that. You can see compared to the original, this one is so dark around the edges that you kind of lose a little bit of that detail. But with the rendering, they were able to lighten it up a little bit and not lose so much of the details. Again, it's just a matter of preference that I just don't love working on landscapes, but it's a beautiful image. I love it. It's it's just really cool. And I love that they did something a little bit different than regular landscapes by doing the beach and like the pirate ship in the background. I think it's really nice. I love the torches, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of the special drills are going to be in those lights to make them kind of shine even more. What is this in the bag? Oh, I think these are like fireflies maybe up here. That's really cool. It's a really cool image. If only I loved doing landscapes. So I think this one can also go into my wish list because I do really love that image. Next up, we have Reborn by Fat Puppy Art Studios. This is a square as well with 56 colors, including 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust. I'll admit, when I first saw it, I wasn't really attracted to it because it's not my style of art. But the more I look at it, the more I like it. It's a little, I don't know what she's supposed to be. I thought at first that she might be like Mother Nature, but it's just, gather around the flame where magic blooms and butterflies take flight, whisper your dreams to the night and watch them glow with newfound light. So I don't think that she's a specific character, but there's a bunch of butterflies and flowers, and there's so many beautiful and vivid colors that I think are going to make this so much fun to work on if you love confetti, because this is going to be an extremely confetti heavy painting. I don't think there's any color blocking aside from smaller pieces maybe in her chest. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, maybe in her chest, like her skin in general, and maybe a couple of patches in her hair. But for the most part, you can see that there's basically no color blocking. Maybe here on the edges. The majority of it is going to be a ton of confetti. So automatically, that really disqualifies it for me because I love color blocking and I really, really hate confetti. I do this as a form of improving my mental health, settling down, relaxing, and I do have OCD. So there are certain things that I have to do a certain way for my mind to be at peace. And confetti just does not calm my mind. It stresses me out so much. So seeing how much of this is just plain confetti is going to be a no for me, even though I do think it's a beautiful image. And I wish that I did enjoy confetti because I think I would probably get this one. It's so stunning, and the rendering is absolutely beautiful. I think this is going to be super fun to work on if you love confetti. There's so much color and brightness and light. It's a beautiful image, definitely. It's stunning. So if you love confetti, I feel like this is going to be your dream. There's so much. But if you are a color blocking lover like me, or if you're very particular with the type of or the amount of confetti that you like to do, then I don't know if I would recommend this one, or I wouldn't, because it's just basically confetti city in here. But it's stunning. It's a beautiful image, and I kind of really want it, but I'm not in a place to do so much confetti. So I might put it in my wish list as well. And then for now, I think there's still some more releases, but I'm filming this part early so as to not have it all, stack up. So this is the last one that they have released for now, but I'm not sure if they're done for their sneak peeks. But this is going to be a super popular one. This is Taurus by Paintings by I never know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. Dateweiler. I'm sorry. But she is a very, very popular artist. And she has the zodiac signs series going on. So this is the newest release, which is Taurus. It is a square with 66 colors, including 3 ABs and 3 fairy dust. Her art is really not my style. I know, please don't come at me, because I know that she's a very popular artist, and I'm not saying she's not a good artist. It's just, it's not my personal style. So I don't think that I really ever wanted any of her paintings, but I know that she's very, very popular. So I know that this is going to be super exciting for a lot of people out there. This is the original artwork. It's beautiful, like, don't get me wrong, but it's just not the type of art style that I gravitate towards too. Again, art is very subjective. So please don't take it as a personal insult or anything like that. Her artwork is beautiful. It's just not my personal art style that I gravitate to. So this is the original artwork, and then this is the rendered square artwork. And immediately my eyes went to her face. There's something that I don't love. Even though they did a great job, like I said, the rendering is usually really, really nice. But there's something about her face that is a little bit unsettling. Can I speak English words? Also, something that I don't really like about her paintings is all of the little splattering of white that looks kind of like this paint splatter. I don't like how that looks when transferred to the rendered diamond painting canvas. So you see all of those white dots kind of splattered around the canvas. For me, it's kind of distracting. I would prefer if it didn't have it, but obviously that's her art style. But that's just my opinion. I don't really like the white little dots all around the canvas. I feel like they would look better if they were just kind of little sparkles around the sky, as like acting like stars. But I have seen that that is something that she includes in basically all of her artwork, is those little white dots all around, and I don't love how it transfers into the rendered artwork. But it's beautiful. Like, look at how similar it is to the original artwork. It's insanity how amazing the rendering is. Look at that. It's stunning. The rendering is beautiful, and it's a beautiful piece of art, but she is not my preferred artist to create canvases with. So those are the ones that we have for now. But again, I'm pretty sure that there are still a few more sneak peeks to come out. So I'm going to leave it there. Just a couple of minutes after I stopped the previous recording, they released the last sneak peek for the week. And I know a lot of people are going to be super excited about this one because it's another Richard Lorenz. It's Ida's Little Flockers, again by Richard Lorenz. It's going to be a square with 77 colors, including 3 ABs and 3 fairy dust colors. Richard Lorenz's birds are very, very popular. I know a lot of people are going to be super excited, and this one will probably sell out as well. I've never been, I feel like I'm being so negative about all of these, but there are just weeks where there are some artists that you really, really love, and then there are other weeks like this one where there's a lot of artwork from artists that are not your personal style. It just happens, so it's good to have a rest week where you don't feel like you need any of the paintings that are being released. But actually, out of all of the Richard Lorenz ones that I've seen, this one would probably be my favorite. It's so colorful, and I'm loving all of the details that are going to be in this one. So all of the little different birds and the details on her, the lollipops, the bubbles. It's definitely a very colorful and attractive image, but I'm just not the biggest fan of this series of paintings. So it's just not my style. But this is the rendered square artwork. It came out just beautiful. The birds are super, super cute. I love how sassy she is. Does she have a piercing on her? She has a piercing on her beak. Stop. And she also has a ring on her claw, or her, I think, yeah, her claws, her talons. Um, but the piercing, oh, I love that. I love the little birds that are scattered around the picture. This one upside down, and this one just kind of just like screaming there. The lollipops are really cute. It's such a cute piece of art, and I know that fans of Richard Lorenz are gonna love this one, especially with all of this color. It's such a unique concept that he's done with these birds, and it's been really successful and really popular. So set your alarms if you're a Richard Lorenz fan, because this one will probably sell out really, really quickly. So those are going to be all of the new releases for this week, uh, Saturday, June 1st. Again, the time for these, you can find this on their Facebook page. This is where I'm looking at them. Just Facebook and search Diamond Art Club, and you're going to be able to see all of the pictures that we just went through. The time frame for this, if you're a diamond or a ruby member, you have a 30-minute early access. So that would be at 9 a.m. PST or 12 p.m. EST. And if you miss it, this is something super important. If you are a VIP member or like a diamond and ruby member, and one of the items does sell out, wait, like don't give up and wait until the general release, because they have a separate batch ready for the general release. So if it sells out in that early access, just wait until the general release and you can have a second chance at getting it. The general release will be 30 minutes later at 9:30 a.m. PST or 12:30 EST. So let me know, are any of these piquing your interest? Are you picking any of these up? Are you putting them on your wish list? Are you not a fan of any of them? Let me know down below. And until the next one, see you later, friends. Take care. Bye bye.